Hey guys, Tony here, and today I am revisiting a bit of an older game which I saw on sale this week, and I thought, you know what, I never hear anyone talk about this amazing game. It's called Infested Planet. It came out 11 years ago, and you can pick it up this week for £1.50. Basically, you're in command of a team of 5 elite soldiers against an alien horde of like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of enemies. You must outmaneuver and outsmart them. I've seen a few games try and copy this recently, but so far none have matched it. It does feel a bit like StarCraft 1 and fighting the Zerg at some points. So how does the game play, and a little bit about the story? Well, basically, there's a bunch of bugs and you need to go out there and kill them. However, there is a full campaign in this game which will take you a good 10 hours to complete, with story and side missions included. Gameplay wise, it mixes real-time strategy, but I would say it's an RTS light. There's also basic tower defense elements thrown in there too. What makes it an RTS light is that base construction is minimal, there's no resources to harvest, and there's no like factories or anything like that. The buildings are mainly just there to provide defense or a specific bonus to an area. They're not really the main part of the game. Each base is basically a capture point that can belong to either the player or the aliens according to who takes it. Each time you capture one, you get some resources which you can spend on more men, upgrades, or buildings. The tower defense aspect is basically each alien base produces a continuous swarm of creatures that attack your positions, so you have to manage the defense against the flow of aliens while trying to take the point and stop that flow of aliens. You've really got to adapt your tactics. Like something that worked 2 minutes ago may need a bit of a rethink, like when the aliens find another way to attack your base. I would say that the two types of gameplay here just blend absolutely perfectly. And because of the way it's done, they are a bit easier to pick up than a game that is just tower defense or just RTS. And the constant to and fro and the backwards and forwards of the gameplay is so good. And making that effort to capture a control point can be really satisfying, because you can like stop an enemy coming from certain directions. So you can like rearrange your defenses to defend somewhere else. And when you pull it off, it's really good. For your money, you also get a skirmish mode, weekly challenges, campaign world mode, which can be like customized, and the story mode, so there's plenty to keep you busy. The AI is quite challenging. They will always find different paths to attack you, and there's like mutators and stuff like that that can go on. Graphics wise, obviously it's a bit older, it's over 11 years old, so it doesn't look amazing, but I also believe it was done by a solo dev, so you know for what it is, it looks pretty good. The alien design is well done, it's never confusing to work out what's happening, the art assets are nice, and the UI is simple to understand. However, I did read in some reviews that if you run the game in 4K, you may run into some scaling issues. You know, sound-wise, it's also an older game, it's done by a solo developer, it's a bit on the basic side, but not bad at all. I also didn't encounter any crashes or issues when playing. So in conclusion, this game just isn't talked about enough. It's fun, it's challenging, it's well put together, and it's at a good length. I'd probably say it's better played in like 30-60 minutes bursts, but that's not an issue. And obviously also due to the age, you won't see any more content or fixes going on, but I don't think it really needs any. It's a simply brilliant game that everyone who is a fan of an RTS or tower defense should really check it out. And if you're thinking about trying any of these genres, like you really want to get into RTS games, I think this is a really good starting point for you. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Catch us all later. Goodbye.